Good morning, year one, and welcome to the third of our English lessons for the week. So today you're going to be having a go at retelling the whole story using that story map. And if you want to, you could use models, you could use puppets, you could use props to bring the story alive. But that's completely up to you. And if you were really good and you could film it, that would be brilliant to send in, and we could put it onto our website to help everyone else. So when you're ready, we'll start with the grammar session, and then we'll be back to you retelling your story. Okay, so today again we're looking at the suffix er, and today we're going to be adding er words to sentences for them to make sense. So, words ending in the suffix er are used to describe people doing things. A boy swimming becomes a swimmer, and it's also possible to add s to these descriptions when more than one person is doing something. So a couple walking, it's walkers, and three girls playing, it's players. So here are the sentences. I want you to add the correct word to each one of these sentences to make sense. So if you want to copy out the sentences, do as many as you feel is appropriate, grown-ups, and then when you're ready, we'll go through the answers. So how did you do, year one? You ready to go through? Let's get started then. So the something waited patiently outside the supermarket. That is the shopper waited patiently outside the supermarket. I bet a few of you grown-ups have done this recently. The something made her way to the lake. So that's the walker. Clues there are whether it's plural or singular. The something pitched their tents in the woods. People who go use tents are called campers. That's what we've got. The something spent most of the day playing in the lake. That is the swimmers. The something travelled a long way so they could race to Scotland. And that's the runners. And then the last one, fairly obvious here, the climbers move carefully from rock to rock. Well done, year one. That's the end of that session. And now we're going to return to the main part of the lesson and just have a quick look at the story plan. Okay, so grown-ups, if your child needs to re-listen to the video again, that's absolutely fine. And if you want to pause it and do a section and keep repeating, returning to it, that's equally fine. It's up to you how you do it. You'll have a good idea by now of how confident your child will be at retelling a whole story without listening to it again. So here is my completed story map. So from here I'd be able to tell the story. I'm just going to tell the first couple of frames. Okay, so one morning Goat decided that he wanted to go camping in the great outdoors. A little while later, Donkey asked Goat if he wanted to go somewhere that was wet or dry. A bit later, you see the way we're going to do it. So we keep going all the way through. And if you can use models, if you can use puppets or anything to bring it alive, that would be absolutely brilliant. And that pretty much is all you need to do today. So over to you now, and I bet you're going to do brilliant.